Yo, what is up, you guys? It's Dominator here, and I'm back with part 2 of how to get shiny Manaphy legit in Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, or Soul Silver version. That's a mouthful, I'll just say probably in Pokemon, whatever. So last episode I told you how to get the actual Manaphy eggs, or Manaphy egg, which what you do is you go through Pokemon Ranger, you play through the game, do the Manaphy mission at the end, as long as it hasn't been done before, and then transfer the egg over once that's completed. Yeah, I went ahead and did that 5 times. So we have a full party. Well, first of all, I have my shiny Dratini Little Knight from Pokemon Fire Red version that I got from the Game Corner. But yeah, now we have 5 of these, and they're all on different dates because I got them in order. I typed them in order. I wrote down how many steps it takes to hatch them because that's important. You got to know how many steps it'll take to hatch each of them. So what you do is you get the egg, you save, then you do the steps. Synchronizer doesn't seem to work because I did not get any timid natures. I had timid in my front of my party, but I don't even know if it matters, like if it changes the nature when you try to hunt for it. But yeah, you write down the number of steps it takes. So what you do is you get the egg, you hatch it, or you save, and then you hatch it, write down the number of steps, and then you have to keep track of how many steps it takes to put it back in the PC from where you got it. And you just got to keep track of every step you take when it's in your party, because that is vital for this. Apparently it is. So I have 5 eggs. I did not cheat for any of these. I got 5. I actually got 6 copies of Pokemon Ranger, and one of them had already completed. I played through the game 4 times. 2 of the games were already completed. One had the Manaphy egg mission completed, and one didn't, so I just got that one for free, which was awesome. Then the other 4 games I had to play through over and over again. I had to play through it 4 more times and beat it, and then do the Manaphy egg mission, which took a while. And if you guys didn't believe me, cue cutting to me with all my copies. Five copies of Pokemon Ranger. These are the copies I used to get the Manaphy eggs. This is 100% legit. It was a hassle, but I did it. Yes, so right there is proof that I actually did this. It took a while. It's taken about a week to do the whole thing. Yeah, this is a brutal hunt. I did do 5 eggs because it makes it more likely to be able to get shiny. Obviously, you get increased odds, but also there's something else in this. So let me go through the gist of this. When you get the Manaphy egg from the guy in the Pokemart, the game you get that on, that egg is shiny locked. You cannot get it shiny. So what you have to do is trade it over to another game to see if it's shiny. And once it gets back into your possession, I'm pretty sure it adds the amount of steps up over time. I'm not 100% confirmed on this, but what I did is I took a Magikarp egg and I brought it up to 2 steps before it hatched, traded it over. It took an extra 130 steps to hatch. Did that, waited till I got to 2 steps to hatch, traded it back. Then it took like an extra 200 steps to hatch. Then I got back to 2 steps to hatch, traded it back, but then it took 2 steps to hatch again, which it's confusing. I don't know what is going on, but eventually it does seem like the steps add up. And as you can see here, when you exit the Pokemon Center, the Trading Center, you have to take, even if you reset, you have to take at least 1 step to get back into the Trading Center. So if you have 1 egg, honestly, this is one of the only shinies you are not guaranteed to get, because of the fact that you could get to a point, if you take more than 2,000 tries, if you only have 1 egg, or how many steps it takes, like it's about 2,700, it might be forced to hatch after 1 step, and you won't be able to get back into the trading area without it hatching beforehand. So there's a quick warning. This is a brutal hunt. I have 5 eggs, which means I have to go through at about, I think it's like 12 or 13,000 encounters before that happens. And I'm not sure if it is based on trainer IDs, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by trading it into my Heart Gold version and then Soul Silver version, hatching the eggs, and then and then trading them. So I'm gonna start from here. I'm at Platinum. I'm gonna trade over to Heart Gold, hatch the eggs. If they're not shiny, then reset. Trade them to Soul Silver, hatch the eggs. If they're not shiny, reset. Trade them to Pearl version. If they're not shiny, reset. Trade them to Diamond version. If they're not shiny, trade, reset, and then trade them to Platinum. I have a second Platinum version. And trade them to the second Platinum version. If they're not shiny, reset. And yeah. So I'm trying to explain this. It's kind of hard to explain. I'm going to get into it. Hopefully it doesn't take long to hatch the eggs the first time. But yeah, so I will open up my second DS. Oh wait, shoot, I gotta turn it off because it's got Pearl version in it. Actually, I guess Pearl version will work. It's not a big deal. I also need my phone. I need to get that counter app started. I have not gotten any encounters yet. I mean, I hatched the eggs the first time, but those are shiny locked, so it doesn't count. So let's start a new counter. Alright, so let's get on in here. So when you enter the room like this, the step it takes to get in doesn't count. But the steps, so let me show you. Let me explain this. You can see I have my pedometer app open on the bottom, on the poke edge. There's my Pearl version going up. See, notice how it doesn't add any steps now. But when you come out, you don't go back to the lady automatically. So, yeah. I gotta get a team of Pokemon. Oh, shoot, yeah. Okay, so right now I'm hatching my Magikarp egg that is forced to hatch after one egg, but I explained before, after one step, because I did that. I just got out of, whatever. I'll just cut here. Okay, I am finally entering the Union Room on my Pearl game. There we go. Okay, so the steps in here do not count at all. They don't. They just don't count. So I can talk, I can walk around, it's totally fine. Steps, honestly, once you trade, the steps don't count because you're just going to reset. But when you go to trade again, that one step to get back in is what counts. So let's trade. Wait a minute. Do I have to have multiple Pokemon with me? Well, hold on. I think I... Hold up. It says you can't trade if you only have one Pokemon with you. Okay, so I majorly screwed up right now. Let me try something. So I have to keep in mind these steps. So let this be a lesson. You have to have more than one Pokemon with me. I think that's to avoid like having someone trade me an egg for a Pokemon. So I have to keep this in mind. So I have to keep all these steps in mind. So 7. I'll add these on later. I have 7 steps. What's a throwaway Pokemon I can trade? Throwaway. Bidoof? Are you a throwaway Pokemon? You probably are. You have Pokerus. Or this Geodude is definitely a throwaway Pokemon. Did I get these 5 eggs for nothing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm at 13 steps. See, because keep in mind, you have to save every time you get into this thing. There might be a way to not have to save in the settings. I think that's only in later games, though. So I have 13 steps total on this so far that I have to subtract from the max distance. I can do this. I hope I didn't screw up anything big time. I hope I didn't waste my time with the 5 Manaphy eggs. Alright, try this again. Oh, okay, now it's letting it. So I might have to go back and forth with the last one, which is kind of annoying, honestly. Should I trade Palkia over? I'll trade the synchronizers over. Alright, so I'll skip through this really quick once I trade all the eggs over. Okay guys, I'm on my Pearl version now. All you gotta do is walk. Now, this is the game I did do a tweaking glitch on and froze the game. And I did just try this once and I did freeze it, so hopefully that doesn't happen. Let me get to an area where I know there's no, like, I'll just do this. I know there's no, like, chunk things to load. I don't know. I was in the Jubilife and I was going over that special area you used to tweak, so hopefully this doesn't freeze. Especially if I get a shiny. That'd be horrible. So yeah, I'll be back once I hatch the eggs. Okay, so I got one egg to hatch. So there's one encounter. We'll see if it's shiny. Okay, so I'm gonna wait till I hatch all of them to check if they're shiny. A good thing to note is it will never appear shiny on this screen. It'll always be normal, even if it is shiny. It'll always appear normal on the nickname screen and the hatching screen. So now the rest should hatch fairly quickly, one after the other. Fairly quickly. It does look like it set back the steps, so it might be different for each trainer ID, and I might be crazy, and it might not matter how many steps you take, but I don't want to take the chance, because I don't want to lose these eggs. It would be insane if it was shiny in the first 5 encounters, but yeah, there's number 2. It will never appear shiny on the screen. Don't want to give it a nickname, because that takes too long. Some of them might be, like, really close together, too. This is crazy. I never thought I'd actually be shiny hunting Manaphy. There's number 3. This almost feels like Masuda Method, except it's not Masuda Method, it's full odds. Which sucks. But that's what makes it all the more valuable. It'll be so cool to have this thing. I want one to just, like, hatch right after another. We only got 2 more, though. Wow, like, yes, some of them are taking, like, 3,500 when it took... The most it took was 2,700 upon getting them. So I don't know if it reset them, because it starts off at occasionally moving. It might hatch soon. Not, like, doesn't look close to hatching, you know how it goes. Manaphy number 4. I love Manaphy. Manaphy's one of my favorite mythical Pokemon. Manaphy and Shaman are, like, really cool. And Mew and Celebi. There's a lot of really cool mythical. I generally like the mythical Pokemon more than just the legendaries. Alright, and here's the last egg. Now, after you hatch this, it is based on your trainer ID, so this game is done unless I completely restart the game. So what you have to do is either trade it over to other files after you reset, so let me check to see if they're shiny. Forgot one was the first. Alright, so none of them are shiny, so then we just reset like normal. And I have to trade them over to another file with a different ID that's not the game they were originated on. Or restart, or trade it back to the original game, restart this game. and do that. So that's basically all you do. Like, gotta keep in mind that one step, and then you go back into this and trade again. So that's all there is to it. You trade to another file. What I'm going to do is once I get to diamond and my second platinum, I'm just going to trade back and forth and reset each of those. And yeah, the trainer ID is depending. That's all you got to know is the trainer ID is depending. So yeah, that took a while for 5 eggs, but honestly, this is totally doable. If I already have 5 encounters in like 10 minutes after the whole setup, the setup was the part that took a while, not hatching the eggs. So yeah, that's all you do to get shiny Manaphy. That run I just did was a legit trying to find shiny Manaphy, and obviously wasn't successful. But yeah, that's it. You just trade. Like I'm saying, just got to make sure the ID is different each time you trade over to a different account. So yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Be sure to join the domiNATION, and I will see you in the next video.